Good morning, everybody. Just hanging out with the girls. One there. There's one there. There's one there. And one way up there. Little Annie. Enjoying a little bit of scritchy scratch time, as I call it, around this place. It's good. It's good for everybody. What do you think of the camera? She says, no problem. I don't mind at all. You can attach it right there and we'll cruise around. We're against the clock today. No more of this goofing around. It's my entourage. Although they're not following me much further. Okay, so why are we against the clock? Well, we've had some fantastic weather, as you guys can see here. Oh, it is blue and it's hot. Now, somebody wrote a comment letting me know how to convert temperatures, but now I can't remember it. Oh well, anyways, it's got to be at least 25 already Celsius here in the morning. I know it's not that hot, but to me it's pretty darn warm, especially if I'm working. I'm going to be working hard. Gravel and dirt and all kinds of stuff like that. But we're in the forest, it's a little bit cooler, so let's go talk about what we're going to be doing. It's supposed to get up to about 35 today Celsius, which I don't know, it's got to be at least 90 or something Fahrenheit for all of you Americans, and that's hot, but not as bad as last year. If you guys remember last year, we were working in 45 degree weather, and it was insane. It was way too hot. But we did it anyways because we had to. So down here on this pathway, we've got a continuation that needs to be continued. And with this warm weather, everything has kind of dried out. The water, little puddles and stuff like that are gone, mostly gone. Trickling water has almost gone away. Whew, what a mess. Excavators are such messy creatures. But this area here has finally been mostly sorted out. So I've got my rake and shovel. So that's my next task, just to get this a little bit smoother. It has dried out even more. Still a little soft, but not too bad. And then once I get this sort of leveled and cleaned up all these little branches and stuff like that so they don't poke through the fabric. I love this tree. I know I've said it before, but this is the coolest cedar tree I've ever seen in my life. It's got the main trunk that then veers off with a bit coming off that side, and then this big huge bit here, and then it branches into two once it gets up there. Or more. No, just two. Yeah, really cool. Okay, so the fabric is here. We've talked about fabric, why we need it. This is landscape fabric, but much thicker. It's called filter cloth here in Canada, and it is super thick. I mean for landscape fabric, and it goes in between, as you can see here, it goes in between the gravel and the dirt, so that we don't get a mix. Because if the two mediums were to mix, we would just lose all of our gravel, because the gravel is more dense, so it's going to sink, and then we just have muddy pathways. And the main reason I'm creating this darn thing is because we get so much rain and I can't use my forest at all. So this area is going to be cloth and graveled quickly, and I'm racing against the clock to answer that question that I presented. It's because it's going to rain tomorrow. We're going back to a little bit of soggy weather for a couple of days, and I really want to get this done while it is dried out. So this morning is this, or right now is this project in morning, because it's going to be hot today and I don't want to be doing gravel work in the super smoking hot weather. So I'm going to get on with this. Okay, so I'll probably run a time lapse and you guys can see, and then hopefully I'll be coming back to what this will be then, a nice pathway. One bird that's been right in here, just twittering away. See if it starts back up. Okay, so I'm out of breath, but This has all been smoothed over. The reason we smoothed this stuff over, look at that, looks great. We don't want dips and valleys, or hills and valleys, dips and hills or whatever, anyways, because it's a waste of gravel. It also stretches the fabric out. So if we don't sort of properly manicure it nice and flat, if you leave stuff like this here, like this big bump, if I were to leave that, it's a large bump, and what will happen is fabric will have to go over top of it. It'll be a high point, and the gravel will look higher, and it'll be lower there, and you end up having to put more gravel down to make up for the loss. So point is, make it flat. So now that this is flat, relatively, it's pretty goopy in here still. It's still got some moisture to it, but I think we can make it with the gator, with the gravel and everything, and it'll flatten out pretty good. I don't know if that bird's gonna start up again. Sure was cute, just talking away. The forest is so peaceful back here. You can barely hear the traffic anymore. So you just get the sound of the birds. Okay, I'm gonna get on with fabric and then gravel. And this trail will be started up, third loop, bam, all the way around there. Okay, the fabric is in place. I've got a bunch extra to sort of tuck in under this pathway when I'm ready to go. And it's looking good. I'm really quite happy with how evenly this sort of went out. Got a nice overlapped corner here, because your seams are your all morning that guy's been doing that. The seams are nicely overlapped because, man, just never stops talking. Because it's your weakest spot usually, where mud might make its way up. So a good solid overlap, bam, all the way into the forest. And I'm out of here. I've been listening to him the whole morning, except for that one time I wanted to get him on camera. Okay, so it's gravel time. This is it. Off we go. Thought I'd see if I could do a speed run, how fast that would be. So this is the last pile to do for now. And that is that. The rest I've got to, let me catch my breath. Okay, I've caught my breath and had a drink of water. This is the east to west connector. This heads south down the brand new swamp trail. Well, swamp's edge. And goes over into the forest here. And it's still, I don't know if we'll be able to, here we go. See how much that still moves around. I don't know if you guys can tell. But it's still a little bit gooey underneath. And I'm hoping that essentially what will happen is it'll be kind of like just, you know, a whole bunch of pressure sort of pushing all that water out evenly because it's so much gravel, and the fabric being here sort of holds it all together. It sort of gives it a good structure so that it doesn't sink in one spot. Everything kind of has to go down at the same time. So exciting. I am super happy to have finished this. You guys have probably seen a couple of shorts by now that I put together for this, and maybe it's not news for anybody who watches those, but this trail being done is absolutely, timing was important. Timing needed to be tip-top because of the rain. We're gonna have rain tomorrow, thunderstorm even, so even weirder. And now I can get to the rest of the forest sort of in a bit of time. I don't have to rush. Anyways, I'm gonna take another break. I had to take a little break there for lunch, for fuel for me, fuel for the vehicles. Everything's running out of gas, including myself, and we're done for now. Somebody had actually, something really quick, I'll show you guys. Somebody had said I should build a tree house in here, and I remembered I was going to show you guys. We do actually have a tree house in the middle of these trails here. We built a long time ago, and it's here. You can see got this little tree house here. I see I've wrecked the place a little, so, but if anybody's interested in finding out about our tree house, this is it. And it's not particularly exciting. It's held up reasonably well on these trees. Very strong, hasn't failed us yet. A lot of bolts. And needs a clean. But yeah, this is our treehouse. So when you come up here on the ladder and come up into this section, we've got treated plywood underneath, treated, anyways, this should last for a while. But check it out, you can see all the trails down there. That's the swamp. East-west connector. There used to be a zip line coming off of here, but a tree fell down and busted it, so I'm gonna redo that, and then all the way over to there. Yeah, leads off into the property. It's cool. Anyhow, so this is a tree house. So somebody who said we should build a tree house, we actually do have a tree house here. And this is the other way up. You can kind of climb around this way and leads to that pathway there. The pathway over there. Anyhow, that's it. That will probably end this video, because after this is just some more maintenance stuff, and I don't know, we'll see. Probably do another video today with one of the horses or two. See how it goes, but fantastic progress. I'm really happy with this. Looks great. Just all coming together. Third loop should be done yeah, hopefully the next couple of weeks, as long as it stays dry. Okay, back to the gator, back to the top, take a break, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching and paying attention to things that are going on around here, and joining in on the journey. It's cool. Okay, I'll see you guys later.